There's a quiet threshold in personal finance that almost no one talks about. It's not $1 million. It's not even six figures. It's just 10,000. Not because of what it buys, but because of what it changes. The way you think, the way you react, the way money stops controlling every decision. Most people spend years below this line without realizing they're playing an entirely different financial game. Below $10,000, money is reactive. Every expense feels immediate. Every decision carries pressure. You're not optimizing, you're responding. A small unexpected cost, a medical bill, a repair, even a delayed payment, doesn't just affect your finances, it affects your behavior. You hesitate, you delay decisions, you prioritize short-term relief over long-term structure. This isn't poor planning, it's math. When your financial buffer is close to zero, your margin for error disappears. And when margin disappears, psychology takes over. $10,000 acts as something very specific, a buffer. Not wealth, not freedom, just distance. Distance between you and your next problem. At this level, small disruptions stop becoming crises. A broken phone becomes an inconvenience. A delayed paycheck becomes manageable. A mistake becomes recoverable. And that changes something subtle but powerful. You stop thinking in terms of survival and start thinking in terms of systems. Above this threshold, decisions slow down. You're no longer asking, "Can I survive this?" You're asking, "Is this efficient?" That's a completely different mindset. You begin to compare options. You delay gratification more easily. You think in months instead of days. And most importantly, you stop making decisions under pressure. Because pressure distorts judgment. And without realizing it, you've exited one financial environment and entered another. Here's where it gets complicated. Many people reach this threshold, but don't stay there. Because income increases rarely happen in isolation. Spending rises with it. This is known as lifestyle inflation. Better income leads to better housing, better food, better convenience. And slowly, the buffer disappears. Not through one large decision, but through dozens of small upgrades that feel justified in the moment. So the system resets. And psychologically, you're back where you started. Let's simplify this. If your monthly expenses are $3,000, then $10,000 gives you just over 3 months of breathing room. That's it. No luxury, no abundance, just time. And time is what allows better decisions. Without time, you react. With time, you calculate. That's the real function of this threshold. It doesn't make you rich, it makes you less fragile. This pattern isn't new. In every financial crisis, from bank runs to economic downturns, the dividing line is rarely wealth, it's liquidity. Who has access to resources right now? Who has time to wait? And who doesn't? Those without a buffer are forced into immediate decisions. And immediate decisions are rarely optimal legs. So $10,000 isn't a milestone. It's a transition point. A shift from reactive to intentional. From urgency to evaluation. From pressure to space. And once you experience that shift, you begin to understand something deeper about money. Not how to make more of it,
but how stability quietly changes everything.